Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to round 2 of the Trackstars TS3 Championship. We are live from Slavalot in Spa, from the fantastic Circuit de Spa-Francorchamps. So, apologies if I didn't pronounce that properly. You know me, I never pronounce stuff properly, but that's why I have Spud. But unfortunately, there won't be Spud this week, but fortunately for everyone else, we have a different commentator in Chris Lashbrook in Smashing Apex, mate. How you going?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. Not too bad. Yeah, really keen to see these cars take on Spa tonight. Yeah, the cars are absolute classics here, and yeah, I'm keen to see a Lexus versus Nissan battle here. And the first race was very entertaining, dominated by Braun and MSR losing one of their cars tonight. But yeah, I think it's going to be really, really competitive. So.
Yeah, well, Braun did, Jeff did dominate last round out at Deep Forest in the MSR Lexus, but we actually do have some Hondas on the grid. I just need to find them.
Oh yeah.
We have Chip Reese in the Honda. I think he's the only sole Honda. So I'm definitely keen to see. So I think it's Tajale or Tahale. I don't know how he pronounces it. But yeah, he is racing for victory pace all the way from the US. So it's not raining this year, which is probably a good thing for some drivers. But it is very cloudy and hazy, and it doesn't look to be going away. So there was some rain yesterday. We did have quite a bit of runoff and rain and water across the track. But thankfully the sun did come out and it washed all the rain away. So unfortunately we didn't have pre-qualifying either, so we've got only 15 entries tonight. It was a late entry from Hasseldin, but I'll be definitely keen to see what this full lobby here can do. So yeah, you know, I'm excited to see what these 08 cars can do. I love the Lexus, and I know you love the Lexus yourself, but it's just such a great, fantastic sounding car, and yeah, something about the Honda as well. I've got a sweet spot for the Honda, and I know that Nick Patasso does, and he'll be definitely watching it along saying, give me my Honda. So yeah, it's going to be a good race, I think. So we've got 10 minutes qualifying here as Tony Griffin's leading the way here in the WTC Racing Lexus. So I'll be keen to see what kind of lap times these guys can put in. They should be looking around the 207, 208 minute mark. So a little bit off TS2 and main series, but definitely still up there.
Absolutely, these cars are still quite capable, even with BOP on, and you know, these cars are, you know, there's a lot of parts in this track here where you can make or lose time, you know, especially the curves there just before you enter the pit straight and through Redillion, and there's a lot to gain and there's a lot to lose. So I'm sure these guys will want to push as hard as they can, but it does require some discipline on a track like this that can be very unforgiving but also very rewarding. So it's just a matter of who wants it the most, but also just keep it straight and tidy, because over the last few rounds, Deep Forest and Seaside, you know, it was some of those races and situations was just, you know, survival of the fittest. So we'll see who can make the most of, you know, most of their car, most of the track, and most of the limits. And yeah, there's a lot to gain here, and especially with the field here, very diverse field, lots of different experience here. Some guys on the come up, some new guys, some veterans. So the mix here has been really good, and going off the first round, it was really quality racing, very clean, very tidy, and very, very impressive. I think the skill level of TC3 is just gone through the roof. So yeah, all the guys in the top division, all through the league, are really, really impressed with these bunch of guys. So.
Yeah, and as we said, me and Nick said last time out, the caliber of racing has kind of cleaned up a lot. So we're very happy about that one. But yeah, I'm excited to see what they can achieve out of here. So Tony Griffin has quite a considerable gap to the next car behind him. So he's coming across the line here, and first car across sets it 2 minute 8.72. So 4 minutes 20 gone. They'll probably only get roughly about 4 laps in. So yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting as Jeff Brun comes around with a 207.8. So he absolutely blew that 208 out of the water there.
yeah, got much time here to get a lap in, and got to be mindful of track limits as well. And these curbs here, some of them are really, really unforgiving. You can throw your car off, and especially going through some of these straights, you know, you've pretty much lost your laps. So make or break time for these guys right now. We'll see what the grid looks like.
Yeah, you know, you don't get a good run out of La Source, you're going to absolutely kill your run down Kemmel into those corners. So if you, same thing, they do have a crosswind going through Rouge and Radion too, so that may unsettle the car, but coming through Les Com and then down into Rivage, you can lose quite a considerable amount of time. We'll jump on board with Jeff here, but if you don't get the car settled in and hugging this curb, it can really drift you out wide, and then having that wind come in behind you as well, it definitely can cause traffic. And then running too wide here at No Name, you will get a half-second penalty. So anything's possible, and you know, they got a 2 7-lap races ahead of them, so I'd definitely be keen to see on what they got here. But Jeff Braun has quite a considerable time gap there to Tony Griffin, so Jeff must have put in an outstanding lap there with that one.
Yeah, Braun's proven to be the man to beat so far. I'm sure everyone in the first round there got a feel for who's quick, who's got the pace, where they're at, and yeah, and Braun's definitely making a statement early here in the championship as the man to beat. So yeah, I'm sure he's going to have a target on his back early, but he's got the pace to keep everyone else behind. So if he can keep it straight and keep it good, he'll be in good position. And just watching him drive now, very, very disciplined with his inputs here, keeping the car straight, not pushing it too hard, and something about the Lexus and even the GTR and these older spec GT500 cars, it rewards discipline, and you know, rewards, you know, keeping the car straight and keeping it tidy, and there's a lot of time being made there as well. And plus these cars as well, obviously I'm a biased Lexus guy, but when you're hearing that beautiful V8 in the background, it just makes the experience so much better. And there's nothing nicer connecting every curb, every corner, having that sound in the background. It just makes it just so good.
Yeah, definitely. I can 100% agree with you there. But the high-pitched Honda does have a weak spot for me. But yeah, so Jeff just went a little bit faster there. He changed into a 207.804 instead of a 207.8. But Tony Griffin did go faster, and then we see Robbo up here as Griffin goes through the purple sector 1. So I'll keep an eye on Griffin and what he might be able to put in. But we've got Richard Robinson up here, P3, and then we have Steve Smith for Black Rose Racing coming through in P4. Then we have James, who's carried across his good luck from Formula 3 into the TS3 series. Then we have Liam. Liam had a good performance at Deep Forest, getting, I believe it was a top 5 in the second race. So yeah, he's done pretty well there. He's part of obviously the It's Racing driver development category, same as when we have Venti in here too. So yeah, it's going to be definitely a very good thing. And then we've got Stockdale down here. I do believe he's a privateer, if I do remember correctly. And then we have Tajale for VPR. Carter in 9th place for WTC Racing, and then we have Walker for Black Rose Racing as well. So 2 Black Rose Racing cars on the grid. They are two new driver entries, so that's a good thing. Then we've got Mark Hasseldine in the Lexus, running as a privateer, and then we have Stafford running through for Motorsport Network Racing. Then we have Matt Rosewarne as well in SS Boy for M&R, NZL Cowboy for M&R as well, and then we have Blaker down here for Ice Racing Group. So this is actually the sister of Benjo, so Ben Blaker, their sister. So he's done very well here. But at the moment, we have James coming through to take provisional pole position off Jeff Brun by not much at all, so 0.006.
Yeah, that wind's picked up here as well, continuing to push pretty hard off to the east there. So yeah, there's still opportunity to get a time here, but yeah, these guys are going to have to keep it really straight here. I do just have to add DJ as well. Some of these liveries are just so striking, like especially these Lexus cars with all the chrome and the big, big grill there that just hangs out. These liveries, especially those GTRs that Staff Turbo was running, that's spectacular looking liveries. So yeah, impressive looking cars here.
Yeah, I will say this M&R livery definitely stands out above the rest. It's something about the pink on a race car definitely stands out for me, and I do enjoy seeing them there. But yeah,
I guess you don't see it often as well. Pink on the race car in real life. So there's trailblazing stuff here by those guys, but they're making it rock.
Yeah, and then obviously you have Rosewarne here with the blue on the car, and then we've got Cowboy with the green. So same livery, just a bunch of different colours there in Barrington. So it's going to be pretty interesting. But 10 minutes 23 gone. The drivers are currently on their last lap now, and mate, for that time between James and Stick being 0.006, mate, that's probably the hardest thing that I could get my gut to take a hold of, because that's like the finest of margins, and I guess around a 7-kilometre circuit to be in front by 0.006, that's just absolutely something else.
Well, he got a bit squiggly there at the end here as he crosses the line, just down in his time there. Still plenty more people coming over the line here. Some of them could have benefited from the tow. Oh, we've got Carter jumping up into 4th. A lot of people here improving their time. Robertson coming over here, he looked competitive previously. Can he improve his time? Yes, he does. Up to 4th. Don't count out Robertson. He's a seasoned veteran and can rock up on the day and put in quite a performance. So we're seeing more people coming over the line here.
He did actually challenge Jeff at Deep Forest for quite a while there, until he obviously made a bit of a mistake. So going through turn 1, made a bit of a mistake. I think he ran a little bit deep and then come off a little bit second best. But yeah, never count out Robbo, and obviously never count out anyone in a race. It's not over till the checkered flag drops, and anything can happen at the end of it. So yeah, I'll definitely be keen to see what happens here. And Spa being Spa, it can definitely have anything to come past. So Stockdale jumps into 9th place there. So Liam really dropped down the order there in 10th. So wow, that's it.
Just goes to show how competitive the field is here. Like, so tight already, and this track provides a lot of opportunity for overtaking, for playing defensive, for racing in different styles and strategies here. So look, with this track and the margins being so tight, look at that. Just under 3/10 in the top 4 there. So that just goes to show that it can be anyone's game. And yeah, coming out to turn 1 here and throughout the race here, it's going to be fireworks. So yeah, very, very, very intrigued here. The toe is going to be really big. There's a lot of white lines here to play defensive, to maneuver on your opponents. So yeah, with the margins being this close, man, I can't wait.
Yeah, I can't wait as well. We've got James on the front row, just ever so slightly in front of Jeff, and then we got Adam Walker coming through in P3. He jumped up the order as well, so we currently have a Lexus front row, and then we got a Lexus Nissan. So one Nissan inside the top 8 in Richard Robinson. So I'm definitely looking to see that it's probably a Lexus favourite track at the moment. But yeah, that's your lineup there, ladies and gentlemen. We are ready to go for race 1. So sit back, relax, and we shall get race 1 underway. But yeah, that was a pretty interesting qualifying there, with people shuffling all over the place.
Look for drama here at turn 1, and the toe coming up through El Rug as well. So all the way up to Kimmel Straight until you hit Les Combs. So if I've pronounced that right. So yep, turn 1's going to turn it on, guys. So we'll see you can get through there cleanly. Hopefully not too much of a deep break here.
As we just wait for these lights to come on, ready for this 7-lap race here. We've got James on the inside here, we've got all the lights on now. It's green flag, race start. Oh, Jeff looks like he's jumped James off the start there. He's got an absolutely outstanding start. Oh, going too wide there.
Braun takes it aggressive there, and he's got the run, hit the curb. Oh, that AstroTurf is pretty unforgiving there. Oh, and there's a mess. We've got multiple cars, 4 cars. Oh no, have to see that replay there. Oh yeah,
Griffin just turned Carter around, and then Roseland turned Griffin around. He had nowhere to go, so bit of a chain reaction there, but not much we could do. But as we jump up the front here, we've got Walker going up the inside of Braun here, down Camel into Les Com. Who's got the better brakes, both in the Lexus? Oh, Robinson gets a half-second penalty, so he must have shortcut Rouge there, or come out radioing. So he'll have to serve that penalty down on the run to Blanchimont. But yeah, Walker took it to Jeff, but Jeff goes, nope, this is my position, mate. I want to try and take it to James for that win.
Very clean there from those two guys. Braun just hanged it out there on the outside, so you had the inside run there, so pretty good from these guys, but they're all still very close together here. I don't know what the dirty air is like in these cars, but I'm sure these guys will be tiptoeing around at the moment. And yeah, go through our route there, like the time penalties can bite, so Robbo's going to be pretty vulnerable once they get around to the time penalty burn zone. But yeah, pretty straight by these guys so far. No one's taking any risks at the moment. But
Stockdale, the biggest mover at the moment here, has jumped from 9th all the way up to 5th place. So that's a smashing livery. I love that livery.
So nice, isn't it? Simple but effective, and he's going to take the most here of Robbo with the burn as well. So he's going to take 4th place here, just all in one lap here, and that's Spa for you right there and there. You know, to make the most of the opportunities and mistakes and that sort of thing. So
on the run here from Robbo coming into the bus stop. Oh, I think he's just missed his brake marker there, but he's made it work. Wow.
Wow, what a move by Turbo there. I've been racing with him previously before, and he's made a lot of strides, Turbo. He's learned very quickly, short amount of time, and I'm sure he's a protege for the future here. But little rub there on the exit, but that's all fair game. And yeah, that was quite an impressive move, actually. I thought he was going to lose it there. And
Liam's made a move on Robinson into Robinson goes deep into La Source, and then Liam makes an inside move there, makes the most of it. Just from practice, you can lose anywhere probably between 6/10 a lap in the dirty area in these cars. So, you know, person at the moment who's going to be probably pretty happy where he is James, but you don't want to be hitting those green floppy things because they can take your car to an absolute stop.
Absolutely. Not only that, but the AstroTurf as well, coming through Blatchmine and all through there. The AstroTurf it's just pretty much driving on 8, to be honest.
Through Puhon too, so coming down here on the outside. So that outside there through No Name, and then coming through Puhon. So just down here on the outside, you drift a little bit too wide, you get on the AstroTurf and it just sucks you out. So he's just gone real conservative through that corner there. And, yeah, I think that any AstroTurf at any racetrack is definitely going to ruin your days. So.
He's doing a good job managing the gap at the moment. Braun's definitely might have pretty similar pace, but getting caught in that dirty air, he's going to rattle him a bit. So pretty disciplined at the front here at the moment, probably being a little bit conservative. But you know, once they get into this flow state, these guys will be sending it. But yeah, just about who wants it more and being disciplined at the same time. Braun's probably going to get a little bit of a tow here, but his braking zone and his corner approach here is going to be vastly different just from the speed he's going to pick up. So. Yeah, you can just see it there, just going a bit wide there. Oh yeah, a bit defensive here. Just holds it in the middle there. Just gentle on the curbs here and get that corner exit as straight and as hard as you can without spinning the tyres. And Vaughan's done pretty good there. And he set a pretty good toy lap there as well. So
yeah, fastest lap there. He just needs a good run through here, through the source in there. Gets in the slip and...
very good corner entry there. Hit the curb nice and easy, and he's going to get a really good tow here. Look at that, right on the tail just there. If he keeps it straight through here, he's going to have a good opportunity to get him on the brakes.
Yeah, one thing I have noticed, the TS3 cars kind of don't really pull in the slipstream as probably as much as what you want, you know, as much as what your Formula car or your TS2 or your main series car. So I think it needs to be a little bit closer coming in. Oh, James there!
Was that a touch, or
no,
did he lose the rear end?
Lost the rear end coming out of the first part of the source there, so... Too hot on the gas, but he's so lucky he stayed off the grass there. If he was on the grass, he'd be dropping further down the order, but now he's under pressure there from Stockdale, so... Yeah, that's a massive mistake there, and Gordon just snapped that up with all opportunities and said thank you very much.
Yeah, I was going to say split second before he lost it there. Braun was sensational under brakes there, going through Les Combs. He made, you know, half a car length, maybe even more, just under brakes there. He got right up into his rear end there without making any contact, and yeah, probably just maybe a bit of an eye in the rear mirror and trying to keep it straight himself, and he's made a mistake. But yeah, really important that he can just keep the eye straight here, reset, not get too flustered there, and keep it going. Because I know for one, if you make a drive error all by yourself in situations like this, especially if you're in contention for a win or a podium, it's easy to get flustered and lose your rhythm. So he's vulnerable here to Stockdale at the moment, but he just needs the eyes forward and not let it get him too much. But yeah, Braun pulling away already. Look at that, half a second, maybe even more at the front here.
It's that dirty air. That dirty has made a massive difference. That track position is definitely key there for Braun. He's going to set a fastest lap there, 2:07.7, so nearly 4/10 faster than his lap before, and that's just from getting in front of him at Les Combs there. So, you know, it makes a massive difference over the what would be probably about 4.5 k's worth of track. So, you know, it's definitely pretty valuable, but Walker's hasn't let him go yet. He's just in that slipstream, still pulling him back. So I think Walker's got a bit of the eyes on the prize here, and he's just trying all he can, just not let Jeff go. He probably knows how much speed Jeff has, and being MSR, I'd probably know how much speed Jeff has too. Granted, the talent that's come out of that garage, but yeah, I think all he needs to do, keep his head down and get there with 3.5 laps to go. So yeah, I'm excited to see if Walker can catch on the back of Braun here. But where's Stockdale gone? So Stockdale's made a massive mistake. He's made that into turn 1. He's dropped down there. Either that or through a rouge. So probably a massive mistake there from Stockdale. He's dropped all the way off the back there, and that's pushed Liam up into P4. So from what a unfortunate qualifying, he's definitely moved up the pace, but Robinson's making his way back ever so slowly in that very bright Robo Sport racing car.
Spa being Spa at the moment, how quickly you can gain and how quickly you can lose it here. So good point to make for Walker there, just trying to keep in touch with Braun. He's in the tow there, but he knows he can collect on any opportunity if there's a time penalty, if there's an off, but just the same with Stockdale right there, you know, running fourth, and just a moment for him. So Spa just being Spa at the moment, so you can have all the pace in the world, you can have really good racecraft, but consistency is going to pay. Ooh, just a little bit of a touch there, maybe a bit of a bump draft.
I think Robinson had a bit too much speed for where he wanted to make the overtake there. So if you time that right, you can actually make the... Liam runs wide onto the AstroTurf. Exactly what I was saying, and he loses that position there. So massive mistake there from Liam from It's Racing. But yeah, so Robinson runs deep under brakes. Can Liam get the overrun? Spins it around.
Trying to keep up there, probably got a bit too happy on the gas there, probably a bit annoyed that he lost that position, and that's a double whammy.
It's a bit too hot on the accelerator there, so yeah, definitely a unfortunate one. But familiar faces that we got here, we got Carter and Griffin. Obviously they were involved in that early incident there, but I reckon probably race 2 we'll see them push up a little bit far up the order. You know, the competition is very close, so I'm not expecting anyone to kind of really blow the waters away and make massive amounts of time. So, you know, anything's possible for race 2. But yeah, I'm keen to see what happens here. But if I actually had Tahali or Tajali, my apologies if it's pronounced incorrectly. So he's had a livery change, so he's 1 livery change is used for the season. So he ran a Takata livery last round. I don't know if you remember that one, but yeah, he did run a Takata livery, and now he's got a blue, red, and black VPR livery. So nice
very
one there.
tidy looking livery there. Yeah. Do like that livery. I'm very much a fan of the simple but effective sort of liveries.
Yeah, definitely.
Must be a matte sort of cover there as well, but nah. I'm not too sure what the Honda is like around here. Fundamentally differently, more so to the GTR and Lexus here. Where's Robbo? Robbo's making a little bit of ground there on 3rd place there. slowly closing in, but I think everyone's getting quicker at the moment. I'm seeing a lot of blue sectors here at the moment, even at the back of the field there, as well as the front. So people getting into a bit of a groove here at the moment, and Robbo's proved in the past that he's consistent and he can keep his head down. So I wouldn't count out a podium for Robbo right now. He's definitely on for it, but with 2 laps left, I think he's going to have to. Yeah, he's going to have to. He might be running out of time here, but you've seen how quickly you can lose it and gain it. So yeah, there's still plenty to play out here, despite only 2 laps left.
Yeah, for sure. You know, we know what Robbo's capable of. He's been around the series for a very long time, so I think he has the pace to catch James in 3rd place, but with 2 laps to go, maybe not. But from what I can see, the Lexus is a lot stronger in a straight line, but then the Nissan comes through in the corners, which we'll probably see in main series as well. So I'll wait and see what that gap is there as it loses a bit of time there. But flicking over to the YouTube comments. Hello, Nick. It's probably a bit different being on the other side of the screen there, isn't it? But no, Chris is doing a good job. So I'm pretty happy at the moment. But yeah, obviously, you know, I lost my voice from Wednesday, and then I'm still currently half sick. But yeah.
That's right, DJ. Been a busy man, mate. You're highly sought after in the comm box as much as you are on the track, mate. So it's all right. I'm sure Nick will take him next week. But I'm just having a look at some of the gaps here. There's not quite considerable gaps here at the moment. Everyone's really getting into a groove. I'm seeing a lot of fastest laps in their previous lap or the one before. So it makes me think what we have in store for this second race. So as we see blue, everyone's just picking up the pace at the moment. Lot of fuel, getting into the groove, getting into that flow state. You know, you're not consciously thinking too much about your inputs and what you're doing. And I mean, everyone's keeping it pretty tidy at the moment. I'm just trying to keep an eye on battle packs we have. Everyone's kind of a few seconds or so in between each other.
Okay, Nick, that was uncalled for, but thanks.
I'm sure he was generous to you, mate. I don't have the comments in front of me at the moment. He had lovely things to say about you.
He goes, but he lost his voice in the bedroom, mate. That was uncalled for. Let's just keep that one to the keep that one to the side for the MA rated 15+ chat. But we got a little bit of a spicy battle going on here for 8th place between Stockdale and Carter. So we're keen to see if Carter can make another position here.
Nice lap here. It's make or break for this very good corner entry there.
Makes a bit of a mistake there. A slide coming out of the source. Now he's got these 2 Lexuses under heavily breathing under his wing there.
Stockdale so squiggly there. He manages to hold on. He still might benefit from the tow here a little bit.
Half a second penalty. That's so unfortunate there for Stockdale.
A really good point to make there at turn 1 there. There's a two-part phase, so just kind of like your grid starts, you know. You got a really good entry and exit and kept the car straight, but then the next part of that is you got to put your foot down. You got to be able to do it without spinning the tyres and losing the car. So very good entry, very good exit, but he just lost it putting the power down. Oh, you can just see the dirty air a little bit there. And the AstroTurf there. He's wrestling this thing as hard as he can, try to keep it in touch, but I think his time penalty is going to work against him here.
Yeah, he will. He'll lose a position to Carter, so he'll probably drop down out of the 9. Or Carter's got a half-second penalty as well, so he'll drop down out of the 10. So Griffin might be on for an 8th place here, granted that both of these cars have half-second penalty, and you know as well as myself, a half-second penalty in these games can eventuate up to anywhere between probably 2 seconds or something.
Absolutely. This part of the track here as well, you're very, very vulnerable. The speed differential that you'll gain on someone with the time, even just half a second. Oh, and he parks on the inside there. Bit of sportsmanship there, and Braun comes across the line, and Walker did keep in touch. That's a really good fight from him. Fantastic to keep up with him. He puts himself on the front row for the next race as we get all these guys over the finish line. Fantastic performance by Turbo there. Oh, and it's not over here.
Stockdale coming across the line there in 8th place in front of Griffin. He does keep that position in front of him with that half-second penalty there. And then 12th place we got Rosewarne coming across the line, and then we got Tajale there. 7.8 seconds behind we do have Blaker for Ice Racing Group, and then unfortunately down the back of the grid we do have Barrington there. So yeah, I haven't seen much progress at the moment from Barrington here in NZ or Cowboy between last year and this year, but it takes a little bit to get the head around the car, and definitely wait and see there. But yeah, up the as I said, up there, up the Skrill. So I believe that's 3 in a row there at the moment for Braun, with the 2 at Deep Forest and then now the 1 at Spa. So wonder if we can wait and see if we can pull there and see if we can get a clean sweep there as we go to the standings there. So Braun coming across the line in first place, with Adam Walker in second, James in third, Robinson in fourth, Smith in fifth, Stafford in sixth, Hasselden in seventh, Stockdale in eighth, Griffin in ninth, Carter in 10th, Later Gator in Liam in 11th, Rosewarne in 12th, Tajale in 13th, Blaker in 14th, and Barrington in 15th. So yeah, yeah. I'm very impressed with Walker there. He's come across with the fastest lap, 2 in a 2:07.242. So that's a very fast lap there for the Black Rose Racing car.
Absolutely. I thought he did really, really well there to keep in touch. 2 seconds gets the fastest lap as well, but he might have more to show for Braun here. So yeah, Braun 3 in a row here, keeping it really. He was really, really impressive with his car, especially on the brakes there. Looked very stable, looked very tidy. Wasn't too aggressive on the car, and you can, especially at this track, if you push too hard and you request too much of the car, it's so easy to fumble. So Braun, very disciplined, but yeah, very, very well driven. But Walker was fantastic then. So if he can get a really good start here and make the most of the front row, then, we can see some more fireworks play up here. So yeah, Braun's got the stranglehold at the moment, but it's not clear riding for him.
Yeah, definitely. He does have that stranglehold there, but Walker will have the run into turn 1 on the outside. That's the clean part of the track there, and Braun will be on the outside, on the inside of 1, but on the outside of the racing line. So definitely be keen to see what's going on there. But while we wait, I'll reset the grid for race 2. Sit back, relax, and we shall be back very shortly for race 2 here of the Trackstars TS3 touring cars, live from Circuit de Spa Francorchamps. Alright, we're back, ladies and gentlemen, and okay, you got me, Spud. You want a DJ lap? I'll give you a DJ lap. It's just
here we go, drum roll.
See if I can keep it on the circuit.
Made this one better than your Deep Forest one, mate.
Oh mate, my Deep Forest one was terrible. It's always hard, you know, driving and trying to commentate here as I come through Eau Rouge up through Radion. You need a really good run through there so you can get a maximum amount of speed up here through down Kemmel Straight. Probably one of the fastest straights that they race at, and one of the longest, probably behind Conrod. You want to brake about the 100 meter board, flick it down into second gear there, get the car turned in, short shift into third to settle it down through Les Combes. Give it a bit of a lift there, just so the car settles itself down on the run down to this long right-hander here. It's definitely a pain as I missed the second phase of that circuit, corner there. Through No Name there, car was pretty stable through there, which was nice. Here, coming down on the run to Poudon. So this green AstroTurf is something you don't really want to touch.
Pretty good surf car, mate. You might want to slow down. You might accidentally put yourself in pole position for this next race.
I'd like to say so, but it's set by grid, mate. So unfortunately, if I was to race it, I'd be at the back of the grid. But this AstroTurf on the outside here, oh, that was lucky. But yeah, no, it's oh, I do like this track. We do have the Spa 24-hour coming up next weekend on iRacing, so it's going to be a pretty long weekend there. Look at those dark clouds over there in the distance.
Wind's still pushing quite hard off to the east there as well. Bit of cloud cover will probably suit these guys.
Yeah, for sure, definitely. Keeps the cars cool, keeps the tyres cool, and that there, ladies and gentlemen, coming into the source here, that was a lap of the fantastic Spa-Francorchamps here in the lovely Alps of the Belgium atmosphere. So, yeah, it's going to be a bit of an exciting one here, but I'm excited. Who do you have your Monopoly money on to take this second race out?
Well, Walker's seemed pretty decent towards the back end of that race. Once he got into second, he was very consistent and just stayed in touch with Braun. So maybe some clear air might benefit him if he can get the jump on him at the start here. So yeah, like you said, Braun's got the inside, but Walker's got the ideal line to push the car hard around the corner. So hopefully this is tidy here at the start. Don't count out Rob as well there in the GTR. He's going to have pretty good mid-corner grip coming into turn one as well. And Braun go for all four in a row. Good start there by Braun. Fantastic there, and already clearly in the lead. Oh, we got
three wide there. Smith comes through on the inside. Oh, car out the back, really taily there, but a lot cleaner. Here, so that's good. Looks like Tajali was snapping on the start there. As Braun and Walker have gone out to an early lead here. Where's Robbo going?
Everyone did pretty well to get through there.
Yeah, they did really well to keep it calm and collected through there.
Holding my breath there, seeing that pack of cars go through there, especially with the dirty and cold tyres, but they've done pretty well there. I think I might have only seen one time penalty, so guys are already picking up good habits there from the first race, as you see. Robbo just probably a little bit flustered from the start there, resting in the car a bit, but he's going to have a good advantage through here. All pretty tight through here in this mid-pack.
Yeah, the mid-pack is very, very tight at the moment. So make one little mistake and you can be down the back of the order. But top, oh, we got Smith up here into third place, so probably biggest mover at the moment, followed by James and Hasseldine. So they were down the back of the order there. But yeah, Smith's the biggest mover at the moment. But now Brun's probably want to be worried that he's got 2 Black Rose Racing cars hunting him down. So definitely wait and see on what the potential that is there. But yeah, that was a much cleaner start, a lot better in terms of that one, and especially going into a hairpin there. So yeah, good work to all the drivers. As I said, looks like Tajale was napping on the start there, and looks like Rosewarne made a bit of a mistake somewhere. Oh, Liam going up the inside here into the bus stop on Barrington, but Barrington holds the outside and then the inside. So
that was a very tight move through there. Hit the curb pretty hard there, but kept the car straight and was able to get the power down, so he's not too vulnerable here. And he's having a sniff up here.
Oh, Tajale absolutely runs into the back of Liam there. So Tajale
with these tight corners here. Ooh, yeah.
Very hesitant on the brakes there. Looked like he only had about half brake pressure. So yeah, that's very unfortunate there for Liam.
That's what happens there when you're running close proximity, coming to very slow corners. When you're running close to other cars, it can be hard to judge sometimes where to brake and where they're at. So very easy mistake to make. And he was way off there. So.
Charlie with a disconnector, so that's a Dina for him, unfortunately. There for race 2 here at Spa, but yeah, it's not too bad at the moment. But Brooks and Walker have gapped the field, so they've got 2.1 seconds over Smith here, who's got James breathing down his neck in that Lexus. It's a Lexus Fest at the moment. Top 7th cars Nissan, so top 6 cars at the moment are all Lexuses, so I think this is a bit of GT7. We might need to have a bit of a pop change there, my friend. Robbo, the track's a little bit to your left, my friend.
We finally had a track favour the Lexus here. Oh, he's gone wide here as well. Robbo's had a very quite interesting couple of races up and down the order. It'll be pretty important for him to keep the eyes forward and carry the GTR faithful to the finish line. Him and Turbo here trying to keep in touch with the other Lexus cars here. But Walker's really impressive at the moment. He's really keeping in touch there. He's not that far off, so he's just poaching at the moment. Braun's got the pace, but he's probably just keeping a bit of a keen eye on that rear view mirror, and he's probably giving a little bit of attention to Walker at the moment. So and Walker's probably getting some good feedback watching how his car behaves as well. So yeah, he's just going to be hunting there, just sitting and waiting to collect any mistakes Braun's going to make. But Braun's been really impressive so far. So these two are just running their own race at the moment, are they? So the gap's not too big. So yeah, this could play out into something. Even 3rd and 4th here is odd, and he's in the tow here. Is he going to make a move, or is he just going to stay patient? And maybe a little bit of a bump. But they recovered well there and got through nice. Just goes to show the difference in speed with the tow just going through the straight there, but it's already lost him here a little bit there. So Dirty Air's playing a role here at the moment. But you've got some really good battle packs here at the moment. So it's 1st and 2nd, 3rd and 4th, all right down through the field. So it's really nice through there as well. So yeah, these guys are just getting quicker and quicker. Sometimes after that first race, you come into the second race and you're just locked in, and everyone just goes significantly quicker, and we're seeing that already. So
yeah, it's pretty significant on how much a difference that Dirty Air makes. I think GT7's probably gone the wrong direction with how much Dirty Air affects a car. I think the wind, they've hit the marks to a point, but the Dirty Air definitely a stab in the dark in that one. They've gone probably the opposite direction of what everyone wants. So, but I guess that's racing, and you've got to kind of adapt to the situation. But Hasseldine here's made a massive gain at the moment. I think he's on for his best result here in a single race. So this 5th position will bounce him up in the standings as long as he can keep a hold of this position here. So yeah. Oh, someone spun here. That's Walker. It's a massive mistake there coming out of the bus stop.
He's hit the curb too hard.
Yeah, that's what he did. Hit the curb too hard on the outside, and it just sent it for a spin. Wow, dropped down to P5 there.
How quickly it can take it away from you and how quickly you can get game. Black Flag Racing still in second position though, but he'll be devastated with that one. But yeah, ice forward. There's still pretty close proximity. He's second to fifth. Still an opportunity to maybe make a position or two. But yeah, got a feel for Walker there. He was doing so well, kept it really tidy, and just a little minimal mistake there. It's all it took for him. So still points from the grab here though. Second in the first race. So if he can just keep the eyes forward and maximise this result, he's still done a fantastic job here, especially with Thornley from MSR being absent this round. There's going to be a lot of people taking advantage of the points here, but Braun's just in the open now. He's just going to make the most of that clean air there. Yeah, really close second, third, fourth, and fifth all here, or even all the way down here. So yeah, still plenty to play out here, and still plenty of time left in the race here as well.
Yeah, as you were saying there with Walker, he just needs to keep his head down and see if he can manage to get some positions back. But at the moment, looks like James has P2 overall, but I'll wait and see on what Walker can put in for the next, what would be 3 laps at the end of this one. So yeah, it'll be definitely an exciting one. But Walker looks to have a run here on Hasseldine. Lost a little bit of time there. He drifted out wide on the run in down here onto Blanchimont, but
keep his nose here to get a good run here into the chicane. Just weaving around. There. He's trying to throw him off. You just
Hasseldine.
It is on here, DJ. Look at these freight trainer cars right now. Almost seems like half the field here, all on for a result. So this is coming right down to the wire here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's all
8 cars. So P2 to P9, all on the period of that front straight.
Braun's pulled a Larry Bird here, and he's rocked up to the race too and say, well, who's going to come second? So he's running his own race now, when second place is up for everyone else at the moment. So yeah, this is all those cars so close. The dirty air, the toe. This is well and truly on DJ. It's anyone's game up there for the podium positions at the moment.
Yeah, we got James breathing down the neck here of Smith, but then we've got Walker and Stockdale right behind Hasseldine. So if he makes one mistake, he'll be down the order here. So anything's possible, and you know, as you said earlier, spar is spar, and anything can happen, and we're not kind of counting anyone out yet at the moment until the checkered flag drops. I think you know, anything can happen in the race, and we'll wait and see what's going on. But yeah, this is an exciting battle here going on. But Braun 6 seconds out in front. Man's just put in the hard work, and he's just driving away from the rest of everyone.
Very impressive by Braun. His driving style of this car has just been pretty impressive. If you just watch his corner entry, and especially on the brakes there, some of those slow corners, he's very, very controlling of the car, which is obviously really handy at a track like Spa. We've seen so many mistakes and so many opportunities gained and lost, but yeah, second place all the way down there. Those guys have to be mindful of the time penalty as well. They won't want to push too hard, but yeah, wow, with a lot of people here in the tow. And Ozzy having a look down the inside, he's having a sniff.
Hasseldine really close on the brakes there, but this battle here for second place is phenomenal. It's not over yet. Oh, Stafford runs wide there onto the AstroTurf. Griffin gets a good run there. Chooses the outside. That's different. Oh, he had a massive run, so he's got a position there. So, oh, Stafford down the inside there, pushes Griffin.
Oh, and there's a spin there as well. Staff was keen to get that position back, but he's just braked a little bit too late there, and he's tried to open up the car a bit, but yeah, just when you're putting the power down and the car's already unstable, you can lose grip really easily. That's pretty unfortunate there, but yeah, wait down order. You've got Carter here in 8th, 9th place. I'm just trying to see Griffin in close proximity, so Braun seems to be the only car on the track at the moment driving by himself. Everyone's playing for Everyone's playing for position right now.
Yeah, we've got Barrington down here. Looks like he's running in the 213s, 214, so he's probably not at bay with the car. He's probably not comfortable or can't really taking any risks, but unfortunately it's dropping him down the pack. And then same here, we got Rosemore in SS Boy. Oh, we got a yellow flag up ahead. Who's this? Oh, blue! He's dropped off the front pack. Ooh.
Oh.
Can't see that action before that, so that was either a touch there from James in third, or he's just done that by himself, but that may need to be reviewed by the stewards. So wait and see on that one if it gets submitted, but that battle's still here. And Walker's pushed up into second. Where did this come from? Wow, he was past them already there, so he's
Maybe
the
took
biggest
advantage there.
Biggest
Maybe took advantage there from the spin. He's already gapping his third, fourth, fifth already, just in half a lap there. So just goes to show discipline is key and pushing the car to the limit, and you can gain or you can lose here. These guys are putting on absolute spectacle at the moment. This mid awesome at the moment. I mean, a small few little errors there, but these guys are doing a fantastic job. They're really representing these cars to its fullest extent. So Stockdale up into fifth at the moment. Maybe a little bit of redemption feeling from that last race. So he's in touch with these guys. So last lap. So depends if these guys want to roll the die or not, or they just want to maximise points at the moment. But Walker's got a
penalty there with looks like he shortcut really a tiny bit. Might have just gone off with that one. Hasselbean is probably the outstanding one here for me at the moment. He's doing really well to get himself up in fourth place.
Absolutely. We haven't seen any mistakes from him at the moment, and he's making full extent of that. He's in contention for a podium here, but yeah, last lap here, maybe we'll see someone make a move, but yeah, there's still a little bit to play out here. Maybe third isn't settled at the moment. Looks like Walker's just got a bit of a gap there to manage towards the end here, and he's probably eyes forward. Probably a little bit frustrated from that error he made earlier, so he's probably smiling pretty hard right now to make the most of that. But the last podium place is not settled. A little bit of a gap there, just through those last few corners. But
that wind has gone up to 5.5 too, so that may be affecting, because I think when it started it was about 4 or 4.2, so got up there by about 1.2 meters per second. But yeah, I think they're pretty stuck where they are. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Jeff Braun coming through the bus stop for the final time here at Spa in the Trackstars TS3 Championship. He's put on a stellar performance here. Perfect round here, full 300 points there for Jeff Braun for Steel City MSR Racing in the Lexus there. Big congratulations to Jeff. And we got Adam Walker for Black Rose Racing in second place there, with James for WTC Racing and Hasseldean in fourth. Stockdale fifth, Carter in sixth, and Griffin followed behind his WTC teammate Stafford. Lead M&R car with Liam across the line in ninth, Smith in 10th, Robinson in 11th. Second M&R car in Roselawn coming across the line in 12th, and then 20 seconds behind Roselawn we do have Barrington here with one DNF in to Jale, unfortunately there for him. So, and then obviously it did not start there for Blake. She wasn't feeling well, so hopefully all the best to her, and in feeling better. So Barrington coming across the line there in 13th place. But yeah, absolutely stellar performance here from Jeff. Didn't put a foot wrong in either race, and he come across the line with the win. Well deserved there from Jeff. But yeah, I'm very impressed with Hasseldean there. He's done a very good job for that race.
Absolutely, Braun really cementing himself as a genuine championship contender here. Won every race so far, so he's definitely going to be the hunted at the moment. So everyone's going to have eyes on Braun at the moment. Hopefully his teammate Thornley can return sooner rather than later to throw some punches with him. But with Walker again, very impressive to get back into P2 there. He's done a really good job there to recover that. But that mid-pack, second all the way to 7th, 8th there, that was great racing by all of those guys.
Yeah, definitely. kept it clean, kept it close, and it was definitely pretty spicy, especially through that mid pack there. But Walker benefited massively from all those tussling and stuff like that. He definitely made some quick moves and um, yeah, put on a good performance. Probably better than what he wanted. Granted, on his performance there from Deep Forest. So, yeah, big ups there to Walker. And for me, I think driver of the day for me personally goes to Hasseltine. Now, I think seeing him in P4 there, that's a good performance. Good performance by me. But we've got Nick in the chat saying Walker driver of the day. It was for him to battle P1 in both races. But you, Chris, what was your driver of the day there for you? Who do you think that was?
I mean, Walker seems like the easy choice here, but I'm gonna have to agree with you, DJ, and go Hasseldean. I mean, out of that mid pack there, he was probably the one that just kept it the tidiest the most. There was a few people there late on the brakes, a bit of panel scrubbing. We did see Walker spin out before. We saw some other little errors, but out of that mid pack in that race, he just seemed to put a foot wrong, despite being rear bumper with all the other competitors around him. So for him to maximise that result in fourth and keep the car straight despite such traffic around him, like that's a no-brainer.
Yeah, definitely. I'm happy with that one. But for you, that's another week here done in Trackstars TS3, and I'm pretty happy with that one. Racing kept clean, a couple of incidents there, but we'll keep that one for later. Unfortunately, for Chip Reese in Tajale was a DNF. He had a bit of a game problem, but yeah, unfortunately. But as always, thank you to Nick for hanging around in chat and everyone else there. Captain Mills, Kleisen, Shadow GT, all the other boys. Definitely good to see a very good turnout. So, but yeah, big thanks to you as well, Chris, for joining me in the combox. It was definitely very fun for race 2. So. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, that is Trackstars TS3 Championship done for another week. So Jeff coming through with a solid 300 points there, just to extend his lead a little bit more in the championship. But next time these guys will be out, it'll be next weekend from Red Bull Ring over in Austria. So we're going to go from here, and apparently it is predicted to be a bit of a wet race. So I think we're going to keep an eye on that weather during the week, and yeah, it may spice up TS2 and TS3 a little bit, because I think TS3's only had one wet race in the past. But yeah, I'll definitely be keen for that one. But yeah, as always, thanks to everyone, and obviously thank you to yourself.
Thanks for having me, DJ. I hope the audio quality is much better this week, but yeah, might actually be able to make out some words I'm saying now. But no, fantastic curtain raiser there for the TS3 guys. They've set the standard there for the main series guys, so hopefully we can keep it as tidy as they did. They did a fantastic job, and yeah, quality stuff from the guys. So yeah, really impressed and really happy and excited to see what the season can bring.
Yeah, definitely. I'm pretty keen for that one. But yeah, as I said, until then, ladies and gentlemen, that is another week finished here. But up next, we do have the main series big boys going out here at Spa for a total of what will be 36 laps. So medium tyres, one set of softs. Championship leader at the moment in Red 1 F1, had a clean sweep at Seaside. So Jarman Dalitz in Ith Racing is going to come to you live with that one around about 8 o'clock for qualifying, and then we'll see how that one goes. But until then, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and we shall catch you next week for TS3 and TS